What's up YouTube, it's your boy AB, aka Afro Scent Addict, back with another video again. So if you haven't already read the thumbnail, I'm bringing you guys a fragrance story. Now Fragrance Story is a Middle Eastern brand. A lot of people have heard about it on the internet. It's had some crazy viral TikTok fragrances. Some of you probably already seen Fragrance Story in some discount rack stores around your neighborhood or in your city. But if you haven't already read the thumbnail like I mentioned before, I'm bringing you Fragrance Story Lover. This is Fragrance Story Lover. Alright, so let's get into it. So Fragrance Story Lover is an interpretation on the Dior Sauvage Prada Luna Rosa carbon type DNA. Now, cap kind of flimsy. Now as you can see, I put a nice little dent in this since I've owned it. The one thing I will say, guys, about this is this reminds me a little bit more of Prada Luna Rosa Carbon. It gives me more of a soapy feel than Dior Sauvage. That's just my opinion. It's also soft in projection, lasts about 7-8 hours. Now, does this get attention? Does this get you noticed? For sure. This is really good juice. Every time I've worn Prada Luna Rosa Carbon, I always get crazy amount of compliments, crazy amount of attention, and I mean it's unsolicited. It's not like one of those fragrances that it's like a 100% compliment getter all the time, but it's definitely something that when I wear it, I get attention, especially within that 1 to 2 hour range. But these two, this is definitely more of a twist or an interpretation of this than this being close to this. These two, same ballpark. This is trying to copy that DNA, but it's also not at the same time. It has that undertone of Dior Sauvage, but it's not Dior Sauvage, and I knew that immediately when I smelled it. The first thing I said was like, oh, this is Dior Sauvage. But it's not. It's not Dior Sauvage. It's just a play on that DNA. And it's a damn good play on that DNA. Let me see. What are the notes on this? Alright, at the top we got earthy notes. At the mid we got citrus and woods. At the base we got bergamot, vanilla, and nutmeg. So yeah. It doesn't list ambroxan. It doesn't list ambroxan, but there's ambroxan in here for sure. There's definitely a nice dose of ambroxan in here, and I guess that's the woody or earthy notes. Don't quote me, I could be wrong as hell, but I definitely smell ambroxan in here, just like it's the same ambroxan that's in this. You can see that magnetic cap coming through clutch. But it's the same ambroxan that's in this, but it's just made differently. That's the only difference. Like there's more of a dryness, more earthiness to this that makes this different and makes this a little bit more on the soapier side like this. That's why on my TikTok I mentioned Prada Luna Rosa Carbon and this being a lot more similar than this in relation to Dior Sauvage. So if you have this already, but you don't want to pay retail for Prada Luna Rosa Carbon, totally understand. Pay 40 to 50 bucks, possibly 60 at the most if you're going inside of a discounter that sells it themselves. Doesn't hurt the pockets to pay 40 to 60 dollars for something that you're going to get the same performance, the same scent profile. It's going in the same direction as a $100 fragrance. So, guys, I really love making these Middle Eastern videos. These Middle Eastern brands are really getting really good. And the quality that they're bringing, the bottles, the design, it's really starting to compete with these retail and niche brands. And it's kind of incredible to see fragrances like this. If you can see in the back, I have that You and Me. It came in like the same kind of packaging. Beautiful packaging. Beautiful bottle design, beautiful smell, quality, doesn't have no alcohol tinge at no point of when you wear this fragrance at all. But it smells amazing. So that's my review, guys, on Fragrance Story Lover. Do I think you guys should go pick it up? Yes, I do. Even though it's the winter time, it wouldn't hurt to go ahead and rack up on those spring fragrances. This is an amazing fragrance. Great presentation, great bottle design, and I'll dig it. If I gotta rate this, I give this a solid 7 out of 10.